Hello. We're going to chat tonight to an ex-professional gambler. His name is Spiro Mitakidis, and he's brought his wife along with him, and her name is Fani.
That's right.
Fani and Spiro, may I call you that?
Yes, sure.
It's so good to have you on our program tonight.
Thank you.
Spiro, to you first, one gets the impression that a professional gambler is a maverick. He's a suave man, he's a calm man, he's got no troubles in his life, he can handle anything. Is this what it's really like in the world of professional gambling?
Well, I take it as advertising. When they're advertising liquor or tobacco, they show beautiful parts of coast of Greece, but they never show the wards of cancer in the hospital. This I take it as a light entertainment. They want to draw people into this, I would say, into this vice, because today we're fighting against unseen forces of evil. In the old days, when a traveler was going all around in the world and he came back to his country, his friends and his acquaintances, they were coming around and say, "Tell us, what did you see? How did you like your journey?" I would like tonight, to say a few things about this trip in hell I had in my life. Calling, it was terrible. I haven't got the right words. My vocabulary is not so rich to expose this myth about entertainment in gambling. It's terrible.
You mean that the facade, the maverick facade, is not real? It's something that works well on the screen, but not in real life?
I think it's a myth.
Yes. Fani, do you agree with that? Do you find that he wasn't the way you see maverick is?
Well, everybody thought that my husband was enjoying himself, and he really had fun. And I thought the same thing in the beginning too.
Yes.
And I became very jealous when he was away. I didn't know what he was doing the whole night, and imagined anything. As this film that you just mentioned shows us beautiful pictures of relaxed men having beautiful women around them, a lot of money in their pockets. They can do anything they like. But these people don't know what these husbands look like when they come back home. Early in the morning, 8 o'clock in the morning, after 12 hours of gambling. The condition, you know, completely broken, lost everything, both wages, our wages, and broken in the heart and so guilty. I don't think these people have any pleasure. Only few, though, understand that they don't have fun, but they really go through a lot of trouble and a lot of stress.
Spiro, if you're losing a lot of money in gambling, you must have been earning a tremendous amount.
Well, I was working 4 jobs. I was working 4 jobs.
Is that right?
One, I was working as a printer's representative. At night, I was working as a maître d'hôtel. I was doing some modeling. And also, on Saturday and on Wednesday evenings, I was working for a bookmaker. And I was always owing 3 months of my rent, because I was losing everything.
Now, when did you have time to gamble after holding this was 4 jobs simultaneously, is that right? At the same time?
I think the question should be, when did I find time to sleep?
Yeah.
That's the question, the right question. I don't know.
So what time did you go to...
As I finished the work, I was going to the joints, find if there is a game there. And I would like to appeal to my friends who can see me now, because this is the right time. And I believe that a lot of TV sets, they have been turned on, and my friends could watch carefully and hear what I have to say. They know me, they know how much I was addicted to. I was habitual, I was a gambler. And I want to tell them that as I have been set free, they can be set free. There's a hope for them, for everybody.
Spiro, in what way is gambling addictive? One can understand how drugs can be addictive, and how alcohol can be addictive, but how can gambling get a grip on your life?
Yes, well, alcohol and drug can work on the body, on the flesh of man.
Yes.
But gambling is a vice. It works in the soul of man. And it's difficult to explain about this mysterious power which can drag a person into that gambling. And there are a lot of also questions I would like to ask sometimes to experts, why a gambler can win for sometimes for 1 month, what's going on? And why the mathematical, formula of odds doesn't partake place. So it's something beyond, something that we don't understand. And a lot of gamblers, they can agree with me that they cannot get rid of this habit.
In other words, there's more than just chance here. There's something else operating. Is that what you're saying?
It's more than chance. It's something which is inexplicable. It's more. I think it's more than alcohol or drugs, because always it works in you. It works in the inner self. It's your mind, your body has been arrested by this. I will call it liturgy of a game where this. Cloth, the green cloth is on, and the packet of cards is on, and the perfume of various women, and the mixed with tobacco.
The whole ethos.
The whole ethos. Yes, it's something you want to smell it again. You want the excitement to hear of the chips and the cards, the new cards. Even the cards have a special, I would say, smell, and everything. It drags you in a physical realm and in a sulical, I would say.
The aesthetics and the atmosphere of a casino and so on. And then, of course, there's also the allure of winning, the possibility of winning.
The excitement of quick profit, as we say.
Yes.
But it's not only this. It's not only this. It's something beyond that. I think there's also a little bit pride involved, a little bit egoism, that I'm the best gambler. Like the old days, I'm the best gunfighter alive. I'm the best gambler. And but I would like to say a few things how I've been set free.
Spiro, you mentioned a few minutes ago that you had actually been set free from this compulsion that had gripped you. Carry on.
Well, it's a very good story. I remember as I was working director of a printing firm, a man walked in, a tall man, blonde one, and he asked me if I love Jesus. That's what he asked me, if I love Jesus.
Straight out like that?
Straight out. I said, of course, I was looking for my passport, because in our passport has been written that I'm a good nominal Christian. Well, not good, I had good, but I was a nominal Christian.
Right.
And I'm coming also from a religious family. One of my uncles was an archbishop in Macedonia. And I thought, because I'm coming from a very religious family, I did have a passport into heaven. So when he asked me if I'm a Christian, I laughed. I said, well, I know someone who can be let's say the person who can talk to St. Peter, I can go into heaven. That's what I thought.
You had grown up in this Christian home with a Christian background, archbishop in the family, and you thought that qualified you in terms of a relationship with God.
That's right. Yes, that's what I thought. But then when he asked me if I know Jesus, if I love him, but the way he was talking, I sensed that he had peace in his heart. And these days I was very worried person, because this life that I was living. And I thought, how can I have what he had? And I said, how can I have your peace? And he said, it's easy. You can ask the Lord to give you that peace. And I had 3 great sins, as I thought, that were torture me. So one night I went to my Lord, and I prayed with that little faith I had. And I said, Lord, I confess these 3 sins. But as I started confessing, I was confessing for a couple of hours. And every sin I was confessing, I felt the guilt was going away. I don't know what happened to my heart. But then after a few days, I would like to see all my friends in the joint. So I went there. And the people asked me, said, please, Spiro, have a game. I said, of course, why not? But when I touched the cards and I saw these people, first time I recognized that they were humans. That they are whole persons, that they were not only players, and not only gamblers, just to make that game, but they were people.
This is one of the earliest changes after you accepted Christ into your life, was that you started to see people as whole
people. Yes. And then I started telling my story as I started giving dealing cards. But of course I said, I wouldn't play for money. I don't want to take your money anymore. He said to me, someone called me, he said, Spyros, I want to tell you something. I said, what do you want? He said, I want what you've got into your heart. He said, how you gave up, you know, how you gave up gambling.
Yes.
I said, smoking as well. I was smoking 700 cigarettes a day.
My goodness.
I said to him, it's easy. He said, I was